Find a comfortable seat and begin to close down your eyes. Take a moment to feel your sitting bones connecting to the ground. Find length in your spine and soften around the edges of your body. Behind closed eyes, begin to notice what you see. Colors, any textures. Seeing and noticing even in the darkness. What if it were like this in our daily life? Seeing the colors, the possibilities, even in the dark moments. Darkness can feel daunting, but we're journeying in it together. So bring your attention to the sensations of your breath. And together, let's take a deep inhale into this journey. And a soft exhale. Take another deep inhale. And a soft, full exhale. And with your next inhale, let the breath be drawn in slow and visualize it floating up the front of your spine past your heart. Let it reach the cave of your skull and hold your breath here. From your hold, sip in a little more air. And sip in a little more air. And hold your breath. Softening something in your body as you hold. Feel the cave of your skull expanding, and then take one more small sip of air in. And exhale, releasing all the air out. Returning to your natural breath. Now breathe in one more slow breath of air. Journey with it up the front of your spine, past heart and throat. When it reaches the cave of your skull, hold your breath here. Sip a little more air in, and a little more air in. And take one more small sip of air in, and then hold. Feel the energy of your body expanding in the crown of your head. Softening your face. Take one more small sip of air in, and then waterfall all the air out. Letting your natural breath wash back in. Continue to feel the expansion, the rising of the energy. And begin to travel with your right hand to your left collarbone. With soft fingers, with feather-light touch, begin a conversation with your skin. Moving all around your collarbone, and then let your fingers land in the valley just above your collarbone. Deepening your touch here. Contacting the living rivers beneath our skin. With a heavy hand and a soft wrist, 5 taps here. Release your hand down and take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale, traveling with your left hand to your right collarbone. Gentle touch at first. And letting your fingertips linger in the valley above your collarbone. And deepen your touch, letting your fingers sink in deeper. An exploration of the world beyond the skin. Soft hand, soft wrist and heavy hands, 5 slaps. Release your hand down and take a full breath. Bringing both hands behind each corner of your jaw, just below your earlobe. With gentle fingers at first, begin to explore this space. Deepening your touch, lingering in any space that feels interesting. And 5 taps here. Softening your hands down. Right hand to where your left shoulder meets your left chest. Beginning the exploration softly. And then with curious fingers, allow them to sink in deeper. Feeling into your tissues, your bones. Now with heavy hands, 5 times. Releasing your hand down, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bringing your left hand to your right shoulder, just above the armpit. Soft fingers greeting the skin and then eventually moving in deeper. Allowing yourself to explore parts of yourself that you might not have explored in a long time. Five slaps with heavy hands. Both hands meet at your sternum. Find the spaces where your ribs meet your sternum, right in between the ribs. Sink your fingers in deeper and begin to move around. Moving into the fascia. Heavy fingers begin to tap right below your collarbones. Begin to tap down your sternum. And then releasing one hand down, draw an imaginary line between the bottom of your sternum and your belly button. And find the middle of that line. Soften into your belly and begin to explore in circles. It can feel quite tender and your body can resist your fingers, but try to soften your belly even more, allowing your fingers to enter a little bit deeper. Contacting deeper with the lymphatic system. The rivers that flow beneath the skin, and then heavy hands 5 times. Bringing your hands to your hip creases. You can keep your legs crossed or you can bring your legs out in front of you. With a soft touch, begin to move all around this space. Sink in just a little bit deeper. And then heavy hands, slap 5 times. Bringing your hands behind your knees. Bringing your legs out in front of you if you're not there already. And find the pocket between your tendons. Soft at first, exploring. And then sinking in deeper, more towards the thigh side. Maybe even exploring a little bit up along your hamstrings. Soft, heavy hands, slap 5 times. Placing the soles of your feet together. Both hands to your inner ankles, begin to explore. Soft touch all around this space. Deepening your touch. And then 5 slaps. Crossing your legs, closing down your eyes. And feel. Maybe noticing the sensations, the lingering sensations of your touch. Or any vibrations, any sway. Getting ready to journey into our double breath. And double breath consists of 2 inhales through the nose and then an exhale, dropping the air out either through the nose or through the mouth. So it's 1 long inhale through the nose, followed by a short inhale through the nose, and then exhale, releasing all the air out, as if you're dropping your breath. It sounds like this. Now let's take a full breath together to prepare. Deep inhale. And a soft, full exhale. Draw your low belly gently towards the back of your heart and join in whenever you feel ready. Fifteen more seconds. On your next exhale, exhale all the air out and hold your breath at the bottom. Five more seconds. Now letting the breath back in, take a slow inhale. And reach the top of your inhale, hold just for a moment. And exhale, all the air out, returning to your natural breath. Gently begin to lift the curtain of your eyes, finding a gentle, soft gaze. Remove any cushion, if you're sitting on one, and roll yourself over your legs onto your hands and knees. Finding your soft baby hands, so connecting to the outer pinky moon of your hand. The whole hand is on the ground, but you're finding a cave underneath the index finger. Sway gently from side to side, letting the weight shift from the outside of one hand into the outside of the other hand. And feeling into a connection from the outer border of your hand running up your arm, connecting with the bones and with the shoulder, the outer part of your shoulder. With your next exhale, begin to drift your hips back closer to your heels. Now drawing the low belly towards the back of your heart. Let the inhale come and let it inflate you. From within, let it round you forward. Soft head and neck joins the movement. And as you exhale, your hips begin to drift back, closer to your heels. Without rushing your breath, wait for your inhale. And let it inflate you and round you forward. You can close your eyes if you feel comfortable and use your own breath as your guide. Exhale brings your hips closer to your heels. And your inhale inflates and rounds you towards your hands. Finding a deep connection here. Feeling into your skin. Letting it be the breath that moves you, using as little muscle as you can. Allowing yourself to get lost in your movement. The next time you roll forward, stay here. Finding a neutral spine and preparing for a very short double breath. Take a deep inhale and a soft exhale, and begin. Five more seconds. On your next exhale, exhale the air all the way out. At the bottom of your exhale, hold your breath. From your hold, begin to shift your hips back towards your heels. And let the breath back in. Let the inhale inflate you and round you forward. Hold at the top of your inhale just for a moment. And then exhale. Returning to your natural breath. Taking a moment here to feel. Now take a deep inhale, inflate your spine up towards the sky. And as you exhale, lifting your hips, your heels, your knees and your hips off the ground into downward facing dog. A soft downward facing dog, finding your knees bent more than you think. Begin to find some movement here, bending one knee at a time. A soft awakening of your hamstrings. Finding stillness, and bend your knees generously, more than you think, keeping your heels off the ground. From this space, visualize someone pulling your hips and your sitting bones back, up and back towards the sky, and find more length in your legs this way. Really feeling in that connection of your sitting bones being pulled back. Soften this and take a deep inhale to walk your feet towards your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to and fold. Your feet as wide as your hips, and begin to push your big toe apart, your big toes apart, letting this create a lift of your inner ankles. Feel the energy of the inner fountain run up from your inner ankles up the inseams of your legs. Let the energy reach the low belly and draw it in and up behind your heart. Take a deep inhale and let it inflate you and open your wings to fly. Exhale, float back down. Inhale, now reach your arms up all the way to the sky. Exhale, arms by your side, soft knees. Closing down your eyes, connecting and feeling into the earth through the soles of your feet. Maybe finding a sway from side to side. And breathe.
Feel the earth underneath your feet. Keep swaying side to side. Keep breathing deeply and visualizing the inner fountain running through the inseam of your legs. So there's a little lift in your inner ankles. There's a push of your first toe and your second toe towards the sides. There's a profound connection of your outer edges of your feet. And connect with your long spine, growing taller towards the sky. What do you see behind your closed eyes? What do you feel in the darkness? Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. Begin to pull your knees forward, your sitting bones back. Find a little bit of a bounce here and bring your low belly towards the back of your heart. Imagine there's a triangle in your low belly running in front of your pelvis. Imagine you can lift that low belly triangle. Lift your arms in front of your chest and bounce here. If you want a little bit more sensation, bring your hips closer to the ground. Keep the connections. Low belly triangle going behind the ribs. Your knees pulling forward, your sitting bones pulling back. Take a deep inhale, open the wings and fly here. Make your breath be your guide and come back to center, sitting bones back, knees forward. Low belly triangle goes up behind the ribs, behind your heart. Long spine, deep inhale, fly. Exhale, this time rotate your inner thighs a little bit and sitting bones back. vortex chair, but it's a deeper vortex chair with a bounce. Feel the inner rotation, internal rotation of your thighs. Begin to bring a little bit more weight to your left knee, left leg. Feel the connection with the outer strength of your hips, of your left hip. And as you exhale, bring the weight of your body towards the right side. Knee pulling forward, right knee pulling forward. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Next time you shift your weight towards the left side, take a deep inhale, inflate your right leg up. Instead of pulling away from your right leg, floating, go towards it with your upper body. Keep your left leg bent. Lean forward towards your floating leg. Lift your low belly triangle even here. As you exhale, softly place your right leg on the ground. Shift your weight to the other side. Inflate, use the breath to inflate your leg off the ground. Right leg bent. Lean forward towards the floating leg. Exhale one more time, shift your weight. Deep breath, inflate your right leg. Float that heavy leg. Imagine that it's so heavy, but at the same time so soft, so staying between the tensions. Exhale down. Float the left one. Deep breath. Low belly triangle lifts. This time when you place your left leg, rotate your inner thighs towards the center. Forward fold. Breathe here. Sitting bones pulling back even here. Bend your knees as much as you need. Now imagine the inner fountain running again. Energy from the earth towards your pelvis and all the way into the cave of your skull. Take a deep inhale. Sense that energy. Let it run through your pelvis. Let it lift your upper body. Soft flight. Parachute your arms. So imagine there's a parachute underneath your armpits. Exhale down. Twice more deep inhale. Parachute your arms. Soft flight. Exhale. Forward fold. Last time, deep inhale, fly. Exhale, place your hands on the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Feel the outer strength of your hands. So imagine there's a moon, a half moon on the sides of your hands. Feel that half moon connected to the ground and create a little bit of a cave in the inner part of your hand. So connect with the outer edges of your hand, baby hands. Bend your knees. Sitting bones pulling back. Take a deep inhale, roll forward into your plank and bend your knees even here. Sitting bones are pulling back even here as well. Lift your low belly triangle. Sway side to side. Feel the outer edges of your hands. Deep breath. How soft can you make this? Exhale. Melt to the ground. Take a deep inhale. Either bend your knees or keep them on the ground. So if you're bending your knees, sitting bones pulling back towards your heels. As you exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest and gather. Sitting bones pulling back and find a little bit of a bounce here. Soft hands in front of your chest. Soft neck. Take a deep inhale, open the wings and fly. Even here, sitting bones are still pulling back, resisting the tendency to pull your pelvis forward. Exhale, exhale, gather. Twice more, take a deep inhale. Open the wings and fly. Exhale, gather. Last time, take a deep inhale, inflate, tension your arms, keep your neck soft. Exhale, sitting bones pull back, hands forward on the ground. Take a deep inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, lift your knees and sitting bones back towards the sky, downward facing dog. Breathe here. What do you feel? Bend your knees generously. On your next inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. On your exhale, rotate your thighs to the center. Hands on your pelvis, forward fold. Inhale, fly. Exhale, hands on the ground, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank. Bend your knees. Exhale, melt to the ground. Inhale, sitting bones pull you back towards your heels. Exhale, bounce. Soft hands in front of your chest. Take a deep inhale and fly. Exhale, gather. One more deep inhale. Tension your arms. Keep your neck soft and your shoulders soft. Exhale, sitting bones pull back, hands on the ground. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale and walk towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fly. Fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands by your side. Bend your knees, close your eyes if you're not there yet, and feel. In a moment, we're gonna go again. Let your breath be the only guide. Go beyond the ideas that you have of downward facing dog or any shape. Drift deeper into you and the feelings, the sensations. Look for sensations rather than shapes. Take a deep inhale here. And if you feel like it, close your eyes. Get lost in yourself, in your own movement. I'm gonna guide you at the beginning. Take a deep inhale, inflate your arms all the way up to the sky. And then let my voice be something that fades away. Exhale, forward fold. Add any flights if you want to add more. Inhale, fly. Exhale, down. Inhale, fly. Exhale, fold. Don't rush it. If you want to add another one, go ahead. Continue on your own breath. How soft can you make each movement? How much breath can you bring in? How much light can you bring into the dark? How much darkness can you bring into the light? Don't rush it. If you finish your final round, keep breathing deeply. Imagine that you can feel and hear the breathing of the people doing this in different time zones. Imagine we're walking together into the dark, into the cave of existence. We meet in Tadasana. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. Bend your knees even more. Separate your feet almost as wide or a little bit wider than your hips. Knees forward. Dragon tongues. Sitting bones back. Dragon tails. Low belly triangle lifts towards the back of your heart. Hands in front of your chest, soft hands. Bounce here. Shift your weight towards the left side. Pull your knee forward, so lengthen your thigh bone. Shift your weight to the right side. Pull your right knee forward, lengthen your right thigh bone. Shift it again to the left side, and this time inflate the inner balloon. Inflate your right leg. Let it float in front of you, or in front of your chest, and instead of moving away from it, lean towards it. Next time you exhale, bring your right leg to the back and lunge into a lunge. It's a short lunge. So instead of going all the way back here, keep it here. And even here, keep a little bit of the internal rotation. Keep the connection with the outer parts of your feet. So there's an inner cave on your inner ankle. Pull your sitting bones back. Connect with your right leg that wants to open, but there's something that is keeping it towards your left leg. Spiral your belly button towards your left leg, towards your left knee. Lean forward, gather at the heart. Take a deep inhale, inflate flight. Monkey lunge. Even here, sitting bones pulling back. Feel the strength of your right leg on the back. Exhale this time. Spiral your upper body towards your left leg. Deep inflation. Instead of using the strength of your arm and locking leg and arm, use the inflation to grow taller. Use the sitting bones pulling back, so your right arm is only placed there. It's only sitting there. It's not pushing. Deep breath. And you can even bring your left hand like Jana is doing here, and pull the tissues of your left thigh to the front. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. And you can put your left hand on top of your right hand if you want to. Lunge, twist. Deep breath on 3. On 2. On 1. Gather. Take a deep inhale. Fly one more time. This time as you exhale, lean forward. Lift your right leg up. Inflate it up. Exhale, bring it down to the ground. One more time, vortex chair. Bend your knees forward. Pull them forward. Sitting bones pulling back. Low belly triangle towards the back of your heart. Bounce here. Shift the weight towards the right side. Inflate the left leg up. Lean towards it. Bend your right knee. As you exhale, place it back into a short lunge. Sitting bone, right sitting bone pulling back, right knee pulling forward, so there's a lengthening of your right thigh. Low belly triangle goes up, long spine. Gather at the heart, inflate, fly. As you exhale, spiral your upper body towards your right leg into your twist. Just place your elbow there, so it's barely saying hi to your right knee. Instead of pushing and using that strength, use the inflation of your breath to grow taller. Use your right hand to pull the tissues of your right thigh forward. Deep breath. Place your right hand on top of your left hand if you want to. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis on 3. On 2. On 1. Gather. Tension the arms, inflate. Sitting bones pulling back. As you exhale, lean forward. As you inflate the inner balloon, your left leg lifts, flotating. Exhale, place it on the ground and forward fold. Inhale, fly once. Exhale, place your hands on the ground, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank. Exhale, melt on the ground. Inhale, let your sitting bones pull you back towards your heels. Exhale, gather. Inhale, fly. This time as you exhale, gather your right heart towards the cave of your heart. You can place your right hand on your right ribs, and it's almost like you're giving your right ribs a little bit of a push, but it's like an invitation to your nervous system. Place your right hand on the ground, right fingertips. Let your left arm dangle. Even here, connect with your sitting bones pulling back and find a little bit of a bounce here. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis, and imagine there's a big rainbow from your left armpit running all the way down to your left hip. Take a deep inhale, and let that rainbow grow taller towards the sky. Exhale through center, elephant trunk in front of you. Left hand on the ground, right elephant trunk floating on top of your head. Keep bouncing a little bit, feeling your sitting bones pulling back. Exhale through center. This time, if you want, keep going side to side or add an opening. Deep breath. And exhale through center. Open. Almost like you're pulling your hands, your arms away from each other. Exhale through center. Again, you can keep going side to side, just placing your hand on the ground, or you can expand, or if you want to be a little bit more explorative, expand your arms into a sunrise. Exhale, come through center. Inhale, pull apart. Sunrise. Wings fly. Exhale, sunset. Inhale, open. Sunrise only if you want. Keep going side to side on your own. Use your own breath. Use whatever expression you feel like your inner octopus is calling you to do. Keep feeling the sitting bones pulling back in any direction you're going. Go at the rhythm of your own breath. Feel your breath. Expanding side to side. Connecting with expansion between your right armpit or left armpit and your hip. Visualizing the big rainbow towards the sky. A few seconds more. Next time you come through center, stay in the center, gather in front of the heart, find the bounce here, take a deep inhale, tension your arms, soft neck, open the wings and fly. Exhale, place your hands on the ground, sit on your heels. Close your eyes and feel. What does your body feel like in the darkness? What does your inner octopus feel as it touches the light? Take a deep inhale and a soft exhale. Place your hands in front of you and go into your all fours. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale here. And begin your way into your sitting position. How soft can you make this transition? Place your feet in front of you. And even here, find that internal rotation of your thighs towards the center. Begin your way into your resting pose, but try to make it with a long spine, low belly triangle behind the heart. Observe what wants to grab on your legs. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. How soft can you make this landing? And how slow? Sway side to side if you need to. Invite your spine to move side to side. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. And as you land, bend your knees closer to your glutes. Your heels closer to your glutes. So bend your knees as much as you can. Now imagine you can pull your knees forward and up in a diagonal And as you do this, is the pull of your thigh bones towards the sky that lifts your pelvis off the ground. Keep the internal rotation even here. Resist the tendency of your pelvis wanting to go up immediately with your sitting bones pulling back. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. And even when you think you have reached your maximum, even there, keep pulling your knees forward. Your sitting bones down to the ground. Find those tensions. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis on 3. On 2. On 1. Come back to the ground. And this time, bring your heels even closer and lift your sitting bones off the ground. Rotate your inner thighs in, lift your pelvis off the ground, and bring your sitting bones closer to your heels. Connect with your knees pulling forward here. Imagine you can keep pulling with your knees forward. You can stay here and play with the shifting of your left knee pulling forward, then right knee pulling forward. Or you can bring a little bit of more extension by bringing your left hand right next to your left ear. Baby hand. Your left elbow pulling back as your left knee pulls forward. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis, sitting bone pulling back here. Connect with the sensation of your left side opening a little bit more to the sky. As you exhale, shift. Bring your sitting bones closer to your heels. Place your right hand next to your right ear. Baby hand. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Pull your right knee forward. Right elbow back. Deep breath. Exhale, come back to center. Place your pelvis on the ground. Separate your feet a little bit more so the separation between them is almost as wide as your hips. Let your left knee fall to the ground. Bring your left hand on top of your knee or your thigh. Help it out. Let your right leg follow. And you can stay here and take deep breaths to the sides of the pelvis. Or you can bring your right arm on top of your head and visualize your right leg, your right knee pulling forward. And as you do this, your right glute gets separated from the ground. And you can linger here, or you can pulse. Coming back to center as you exhale. Pulling back again, knee forward. Right armpit away from your right hip. And exhale, come back to center. Let your right knee fall to the right side. Place your right hand on top of your right knee. Let your left leg follow. Deep breaths to the sides of the pelvis. Place your hand or your arm on top of your head. Hanging heavy like an elephant trunk on top of your head. Pull your left knee forward as you take deep breaths to the sides of the pelvis. Linger here or pulse, coming back to center. And inhale, left knee forward. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, bring your knees to the center. Elevate your feet off the ground, float your legs up. float your arms up. Soft legs, soft hands, soft arms. Now shake any energy you don't need on a live bug. Deep breaths even here. And come back to the apparent stillness. Rotate your thighs towards the center of your body. So internal rotation here. Begin to separate your knees away from your hips. Deep breaths to the sides of the pelvis. And as you exhale, find your shavasana, relaxing your feet to the sides. And finding that place where every single bone, every part of your body feels equally satisfied. Melt with the ground. Deep inhale. Heavy melting exhale. Keep breathing deeply and drifting behind your eyes. Get lost in something that can't be grasped with words. Take a deep inhale and a soft exhale. Begin your comeback to this place. Move the fingers of your hands. Move your toes. Open and close your palms. Stretch your arms and separate them off the ground. Stretch them in any direction you feel like you want to do it. Stretch your legs, your feet. And as you exhale, hug your legs closer to your chest. And rock them side to side until eventually you let them fall on your right side. And try to keep your eyes closed as you come back to a sitting position. Place your sitting bones on the ground or use a bolster. How does it feel to be this new you that you're exploring? How does it feel to breathe this way? Take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. And again, deep inhale. Soft exhale. Last time. Deep inhale. Connect with your spine growing towards the sky. And a heavy exhale. Place one hand on the ground, either in front of you or on the side. And visualize the vibrations of the earth running through your fingertips and inside your body. Take one last deep inhale. And a soft exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you for being present here with us. Thank you, Jana. Thank you for the energy. Have a beautiful day or night.